What's up, guys? Well, recently in a video I showed you a knife. I kind of flashed it across the screen and asked you what knife it was, and everyone guessed it because it's really unique. And this is one of those things, if you've never seen it before, you wouldn't know what it is, but if you've been exposed to it and you happen to see it on a website or something, or someone sent you a picture of one before, you can pick it up very easily because it is so unique. Okay, the first thing, the dead giveaway, is obviously the ring here, so you know it's more than likely a karambit of sorts, and you see the two different handle slabs here. So yes, it is the Mantis Balisong karambit. The Mantis Vuja de Blue, Vuja de Blue, Vuja de Blue, I don't know. Here, that's what it is. Every time I say something with a J, people correct me and say it's an H because it's Spanish. So it's, who knows? I don't know. I'm going to call it Vuja. Vuja. But, well, I'm not going to call it that at all. I'm just going to call it the Balisong karambit for Mantis because that's the easiest thing to remember, and it's basically what it is. Extremely interesting. Very, very cool. Now, this was a gift, a total surprise gift, by the way. One of my friends here online was having, it was his birthday. So first of all, congratulations on being born and celebrating every year. Birthdays are a very strange thing. It's so cool, but there's so much pressure to have like an awesome birthday. It's like, okay, today's my birthday. I can't like stub my toe or trip on and fall or hurt myself or anything like that. It's my birthday. All your emotions are high. If you're happy, you're extra happy because it's your birthday. If you're sad, it's, oh, I can't be sad on my birthday. But anyway, yes, happy birthday. I believe his birthday is the 30th. So it might be early. I'll probably post this today. But anyway, as an early birthday present to himself, he got a really, really phenomenal Balisong, which I'll do a separate video on because I haven't showed it yet. But in that package, this stuff came from Blade HQ. You also got one of these. And I'm like, oh, dude, that's awesome. I always want to try one of those out. And originally, I was thinking about trading someone for this knife as well as other knives. But it's in my list of things to check out. And he's like, oh, it's pretty cool. I'm glad you like the design. It's yours. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, thanks for the videos and stuff. And like, I was totally blown away by it. It's such a generous gift, and what an awesome, awesome surprise. So I've been playing with it a lot lately, and I want to do this little video to, first of all, let you know what knife it was, and show you how it works. It's really the first of its kind. It's a small Balisong, but a karambit style Balisong. It's very, very interesting. Right off the bat, I can tell you it's not going to be the best option for flipping. If you want to get into the hobby of flipping a Balisong and learning different manipulations, it's not the one. It's very difficult to use, and it's limiting because of the blade shape and the overall size and design. However, as a folding karambit, it is the coolest one I've ever seen in my life. Hands down. It's just awesome. It's very, very cool, very unique. It's not going to float everyone's boat, but I certainly like it because it's different. So I want to just basically go over the mechanism here and show you how the latch works. There's a locking latch system in here that works off a spring-loaded button, which is the same exact style as an automatic knife, which I'll show you right now. Okay, so here's our button. Obviously, you see it depresses, and it's spring tensions holding it up. And if I give you a side view, if you can see the button going through as I move it here, this is the exact same button style that's used in automatic knives. Okay, so what you have is, in this case, our latch would be like the automatic blade. Our latch is under spring tension as well. Okay, our latch wants to stick out like this, but it's wound up and locked in place this way. So when you push the button, you're moving this out of the way. Okay, you do need to, it doesn't spring open if you push the button. You have to kind of guide it open. I use the back of my finger and push on the handle. But when you do so, you'll see that the latch will spring out and into this position here, okay? Pointing towards 9 o'clock. So let's look at that right now. And you can see the design here. See how there's the circle and the cutout? All right, so that this wraps around the post on our button. And that the wider or fatter part on the bottom, get this focus a little bit, you can see it pretty good. All right, so this pushes it out of the way, which allows you to open it. All right, you can see there's spring tension on here as well. Really unique, very fascinating. So what you have to do is you have to kind of hold it like this. It's not like tremendous amount of pressure, but it's definitely a spring latch of sorts. The reason it latches in this position is because if you're thrifty enough, and I can't do it with the camera here because it's limited space, but if you hold the knife in a downward position and depress the button as you're swinging this open, you will literally just open it, swing it completely around, and you can see the latch will lock up perfectly, okay? So the idea behind this being a spring latch like this is that you can very quickly deploy this knife if you were to practice with it a little bit, okay? You can pull it out of the pocket via the ring, okay? The only issue I have is the pocket clip is kind of reversed. Now, I can swap it to the other side, but I would want it on this side so that when I grab the knife, I naturally put my finger in this way to pull it out of the pocket as a righty, as opposed to how it comes from the factory with the clip on the reverse side. I have to put my finger behind it. It's awkward to do that. So I'll probably flip the clip on here, the pocket clip, so that I can draw it like this. And as I'm drawing it out, what I would do is put my thumb on the button. Now, as I depress the button, you know, I can't, it's hard to, let me try to do it sideways here. Just swing this out in one motion. Okay, but obviously when doing it properly, it's going to go all the way and latch open. Okay, so then you can just drop down into your grip and you have your reverse grip. Very, very cool. Really, really awesome. Very aggressive look on this knife. Really, really love it. Very comfortable in the hand. And right away, one of the things I noticed, just first impressions, is that there's very aggressive, heavy jimping on here. All right, and there's also jimping here. There's a thumb ramp, and this jimping on the G10 is probably one of the best versions of jimping I've ever had. It's just a very fine cut into the G10, but it creates very sharp corners. Not so sharp that it hurts. It doesn't hurt at all, but it literally just stops my thumb. Okay, it's a combination between just the fine cut. So you have the sharp edges of the G10. In other words, it's not refinished. I think this is probably one of the last steps they do. It's just zit, zit, you know, the bandsaw or whatever kind of machine they do for that cut, and that's it. So you do have, you know, aggressive corners on the G10 and the thumb ramp. Together, you know, your hand locks in. It's not going anywhere. And I thought it was kind of strange. Why would this be up here? I guess you can hold it like this, but it seems a little bit out of place. I would just naturally hold it like this. Feels extremely comfortable in the hand. Obviously, with your pinky going through the ring, it's not going to go anywhere. All right, if you take a look at this, you can see the ring is separate to the knife, although two screws hold it firmly in place. It's not part of the frame, which is also unique. Now, it can't be because, well, I suppose it could be. It could be liners that run all the way through, but the main construction here is G10. They're steel liners, but it's separate from the ring itself. All right, so if we take a look in here, give you a side angle, you can see obviously with the holes that go all the way through. Liners are on both sides. Just, you know, it's a really just fascinating, fascinating knife to say the least. But playing around with it a lot, it's really, really fun to deploy this from pocket. I just have to swap that clip on there. But again, you know, it'd be in your pocket like this. You just quickly pull it out, grab that button, swing it all the way out into the open position, and then your grip would lock it in if swinging open didn't lock it in already. It's very, very cool. Using it normally like a utility blade, it's gonna be a little bit awkward. It's fantastic for ripping open boxes. All you gotta do is you get that point right in the end, and because of that aggressive hawkbill blade, you basically keep your hand straight and it just rips right through your boxes. So it does have utility purpose. A lot of people would look at this and say that's totally useless, very stupid, you know, it's a fantasy knife, blah, 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 you can't use it. Bull crap. It's a nice sharp hawkbill blade. It's extremely aggressive cutting. It's very, very cool. And obviously its intended purpose of being a self-defense tool, it would be extremely effective in the right hand, and even in the wrong hand. To use I've always been a fan of karambits. Now you guys know I've always been a fan of balisongs too, but this is, don't get mistaken here, this is like 90% karambit, 10% fun balisong, okay? I would not buy this as a balisong, I would buy this as a karambit fan and just, you know, have the nice little bonus that is kind of a balisong. Well, it is a balisong, it's just unique in design. But very effective as a utility knife and even more effective as a defensive blade. Now, even if you don't have any kind of training or anything with karambits or reverse grip, you know, edge tool fighting, basically just with a regular grip, you can fight how you normally would, even punching in a boxing style or kickboxing style, and having that exposed blade like that, you're gonna accidentally hurt the other person very, very badly. And of course, it's not something you wanna do unless your life is on the line. But very interesting. Basically wanted to go over the latch system here, show you the knife a little bit. It's very cool, it does come nice and sharp out of the box. And it's just unique. It's really unique. I like it, and you can see the jimping also continues on there. Alright, so your thumb kind of locks in. The finger choils are very nice. They're adequately sized. Sometimes that's a hit and miss, particularly when you do more than one finger choil. If you have a straight handle and just a main finger choil on any kind of folding knife, it'll be comfortable. Your fingers will land in there, but when you do multiple finger choils, when you do that consistent pattern like that, if you make them too small, it's not gonna be comfortable. Some people make them too wide, people with small hands. It's gotta kind of be just right where most people can enjoy the feel of it, you know? But really, really awesome knife. So huge thank you to my friend. Happy birthday in advance. And pretty soon I'm gonna show you what he got. It's gonna blow your socks off. It's very, very cool. It's a really, really high-end Balisong, something that I normally wouldn't have passed through my hands. So I feel very lucky to be able to look at it and play with it a little bit before I send it off to him. So we will take a look at that in a future video. But till then, Mantis Karambit Balisong. Very, very interesting knife. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy, guys.